Right now, multiple people are dead, including 3 children after a house fire in Juneau County, what fire officials are saying at this time. Also, a malfunctioning escalator at American Family Field sends several people to the hospital. How one person who was on the escalator describes the incident. And later, a classic party spot for the 4th of July loses a big piece of what made it iconic. We'll tell you what some are saying about the loss. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Tonight, 6 people are dead after a house fire at a rural home in Necedah. Among them, 3 adults and 3 children. Our Maddie Heimsch is in studio with what investigators know tonight. Maddie?
Yeah, Susan, that fire was reported around 2:30 early Sunday morning. It happened on Morrow's Mile Road in Necedah. Fire crews report the home being completely engulfed in flames by the time they arrived on scene. Neighbor Ken Zielinski says his wife was awoken around 2:30 by what she described as banging noises. Moments later, he recalls several fire crews arrived at the scene.
The woods behind you were all just orange, and the sky was orange. It was already totally engulfed pretty quickly.
Fire crews were actively combating the flame for 3 hours. They remained on scene for 12. First responders and neighbors report about a dozen family members in the driveway having escaped the home safely.
We had to stay out of the way of everything that was going on there. But it's pretty tight-knit around here.
Neighbors say the home is regularly rented out as an Airbnb. They say the family members affected were short-term renters.
We heard the kids playing during the day, the day before. So that's a hard part, the kids.
Necedah community members organized meal delivery for the family on social media. The Salvation Army is also on scene providing assistance.
It's a pretty close neighborhood.
The Juneau County Sheriff's Office says the cause of the fire does not appear to be suspicious, but the investigation is ongoing. The Sheriff's Office has not yet released the names of those killed, stating in a press release they plan to do so after alerting the rest of their family members.
Maddie, thank you. In Adams County, police are investigating the case of 2 bodies found on a property. Investigators say the bodies are those of 62-year-old Sharon Miller and her 37-year-old son, Jamie Lumby. Both are being investigated as suspicious deaths. They were found on their own property on Thursday. The Adams County Sheriff's Office and the Department of Justice are currently conducting interviews. Anyone with any information or who might have had any recent contact with Sharon or Jamie are asked to contact the Adams County Sheriff's Office. The number is 608-339-3304. To continuing coverage from Milwaukee, where 11 people are recovering tonight from injuries on a malfunctioning escalator at American Family Field. The accident happened Saturday as fans were leaving the ballpark after the Brewers game against the Cubs. The Brewers say the malfunction resulted in the escalator accelerating as it went down. Witnesses say people started screaming and toppling over one another.
We got about halfway down the slope and we felt a shake. There was like a loud noise and a shake, and everybody on the escalator kind of got scared for a second. And then seconds later, it just completely took off and ran down the tracks, and everybody just started toppling over on top of each other, including a few elderly ladies.
A number of people were trampled and taken to the hospital, but good news, all are expected to be okay. Well, it's a very comfortable start to the work week. It's refreshing out there this evening, and some rain is on the way, though, for tomorrow. Alex Harrington is on the patio. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Susan. Beautiful evening out here on the patio. Temperatures in the 70s. It's dry out, meaning it's comfortable. Not a lot of humidity out here. Got some high, thin cirrus clouds. I see a couple altocumulus clouds building in. That means we've got high-level clouds and now mid-level clouds starting to stream into southern Wisconsin. That's a thing to come here because we're expecting then low clouds to fill in and showers and thunderstorms to develop later tonight. Widespread amounts of 1 to 3 inches are expected over the course of the next 24 hours. That's why the First Warn Weather Team are confident in alert day conditions overnight tonight through Tuesday night, really focusing on the heavy rain. We have had recent flooding. There's still flood bulletins across many parts of southern Wisconsin. We've got saturated soils. Any rain is going to accelerate flooding conditions across southern Wisconsin. The strong storm threat is there, but that's not our primary concern at this point in time. You might be wondering, well, how much more rain do we have in the forecast? Widespread shower and storm chances Tuesday going into Tuesday night. And then again, as we head towards the 4th of July, towards the end of the week, and then another little peak of shower and storm activity as we go into the weekend. So it's this every other day continuation pattern of rain chances across southern Wisconsin. The rain over portions of central Iowa, that's fizzled some. Still, it's about 140 miles away from southern Wisconsin, but that will fill in. We will have showers and storms develop quickly, lining up, as you see there, just west of the Mississippi River up towards La Crosse. By the time we get to midnight, it will become even more widespread as we go into the wee hours of your Tuesday morning, spreading across the rest of southern Wisconsin. Gorgeous evening tonight, a beautiful night to get out for a walk. I plan to get a walk in here after the 6 o'clock show because this time tomorrow night, walking conditions not looking good because it looks like widespread showers and storms by this time tomorrow night, and that could be elevating flooding conditions across southern Wisconsin. All the details and more a little bit later in Maine Weather.
All right, Alex, thank you. Madison police say they arrested a woman after she allegedly tried to punch an employee at a bar. The incident happened Saturday night. Officers were sent to a bar on West Main Street at around 9:15. Employees say the woman was disruptive and allegedly shouted at customers while intoxicated. As officers arrived, the woman reportedly returned to the area. She was arrested for disorderly conduct, attempted battery, and resisting arrest. Cases of COVID are on the rise across the country. Although individual cases are no longer being counted, the CDC says infections are growing in 43 states, including in Wisconsin. Since 2020, numbers of infections have gone up around this time of the year with a so-called summer bump. Health experts say after years of exposure, our bodies are more prepared to fight the virus. With the 4th of July holiday quickly approaching, some are having to adjust their traditions, especially those who go boating at Gilligan's Island, as things may look very different this year. Our Merrill Hubbard went out to the Yahara River to talk to boaters about their holiday plans.
With water levels rising, beloved landmarks can be swept away with the current. Gilligan's Island may be one of them, as the iconic tree fell this weekend.
Now it's just not going to be the same.
Gilligan's Island is a classic party spot where boaters have parked for decades, and this tree was the island's landmark.
It's been an icon of the whole Gilligan's Island, the tree and the rope, you know, for family and friends and for kids.
The tree fell this past weekend, which for many means no more rope swinging.
I'm not going to say it ruins your 4th of July, but it certainly puts a little damper on your plans.
Yeah. Let's go! I'm glad that my kids got to swing on it also and had just as much fun as I have.
Although the swing is no more, Gilligan still has a tradition to uphold, especially on the 4th of July.
I'm sure it's not going to stop us from going out there and having a great weekend.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a big traditional spot. There's not that many places on these lakes where you can go and kind of tie up and have a nice shallow, clean area to hang out with friends, and that's one of the few.
On Monday, the Dane County Land and Water Team cleared the tree from the channel, which means more space for the festivities to continue. Reporting in Madison, I'm Merrill Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Marilyn. Later at 6, we'll discuss boater safety to remind people of how to stay safe on the water. The Dairy Cattle Show at the 57th World Dairy Expo is now accepting entries. It's scheduled to run September 29th through October 4th. The show will stop accepting entries September 3rd. Late entries can be submitted online through September 15th for an increased fee. Entries can be made exclusively online at worlddairyexpo.com. Still to come tonight at 6, why thousands of homeowners will soon have to deal with higher monthly payments. Plus, the Beloit School District announces renovations to some of its schools. We'll tell you what those renovations are when News 3 Now at 6 returns.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
We're often asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices?
the answer is yes. The call, the consultation, free. You pay nothing until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Complete your bathroom remodel with Elger toilets. They feature evergreen glaze to prevent bacteria, mold, and mildew on the surface. This Diplomat toilet is $189 plus 11% rebate. Super fast vinyl plank flooring adds luxury to any room. It's waterproof and easy to install. Delaney vinyl plank is $229 a square foot after 11% rebate at Menards. #1 in customer satisfaction among home improvement retailers, according to J.D. Power.
Save big money at Menards. This is where all your dreams come true. You are the Moulin Rouge!
Madison's most spectacular night out is Moulin Rouge, the musical. Winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The New York Times calls it dazzling, gasp-inspiring. In Moulin Rouge, life is beautiful. Performances begin July 9th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
When severe weather swept through southern Wisconsin.
This is a tornado emergency,
including multiple destructive tornadoes. Our team delivered the information to help you be prepared and stay safe before, during, and after the storms. Trust News 3 Now, First Warn Weather. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
The school district of Beloit says it will be working several facility projects this summer. In addition to the recently completed lighting upgrade at Jacobson Stadium, the district said it will take on a $5 million HVAC renovation for Beloit Memorial High School. The project is expected to be completed by August. The district says it will also upgrade the main fire alarm panel and transponders at the high school. The last renovation will focus on the leaky roof at Hackett Elementary School. Tens of thousands of homeowners are about to get slammed with higher monthly payments. Intercontinental Exchange says about 102,000 homebuyers who bought 5-year adjustable rate mortgages will face a reset in the next 12 months. More than 329,000 mortgage holders this year have already had their rates adjusted. This comes as would-be homebuyers face one of the most unaffordable housing markets in decades. A Stoughton-based roofing company is looking for nominations for their 5th annual Roofing a Vet contest. Hines Contracting says one lucky area veteran will be given a new roof for free. Nominations are open to any residents currently serving or who have served in the military. Nominees must own a home or hold a mortgage. Nominations may be made via email, by phone. There's the number on the screen or online. Still ahead, the DNR is getting ready for a very busy time on Madison's waterways. How they say you can have a safe time over the holiday. Plus, we could be in for some historic travel numbers this week. A look at what AAA is predicting. A nice start to the first day of July. Happy July, everybody. But Alex is on the lookout for a little change in the weather and maybe some severe weather this week. He has the complete forecast when we come back.
What's up? You need some windows?
Hey folks, you call the experts? Right now with Feldco, get free installation and no interest for 5 years. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Steinhoffel's biggest 4th of July sale starts now. Get our best prices of the season and amazing closeout and bonus buys, like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress, $2.99. This dining table, $3.99. Or this sofa, also $3.99. A Queen storage bed, $6.99. Plus, take an extra $100 off your purchase of $19.99 or more. And make it more affordable with Steinhoffel's 18-month 0% financing. Steinhoffel's biggest 4th of July sale. Shop in-store or online.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this 4th of July. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
We're a really busy family of 6 and moving into a new house, and Empire made it really easy.
They brought samples to our house, quality products, and installation on our schedule.
And we're really happy with everything.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
How much I weigh is nobody's business.
But Eric Hovde wants to make it his.
Eric Hovde thinks that if you're overweight, insurance companies should charge you more.
There should be consequences to those personal choices. Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
Hovde would increase health care costs for 1 out of every 3 people in Wisconsin.
Eric Hovde, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
This July 4th travel period could be record-setting. AAA's forecast predicts more than 70 million Americans will go 50 or more miles from home during that time. That would be the most ever for the 4th of July. The Transportation Security Administration says it expects to screen more than 32 million passengers from June 27th through July 8th. The agency says the summer as a whole might also set a new record, and Independence Day tends to be when that travel peaks. If you plan to travel on the road over the holiday week, the DOT says expect some lane closures. In Columbia County, 3 lanes will be open in each direction on the I-39-90-94 bridge over the Wisconsin River. Drivers should expect lane shifts and reduced speeds. Meanwhile, for those traveling through Jefferson County, 2 lanes are open on I-90-94 westbound on the bridges over Newville Road and Rock Lake Road near Lake Mills, and in Sauk County, I-90-94 is open to 2 lanes in each direction between Wisconsin Dells and Portage. And with it being the 4th of July holiday week, more people are expected to be out on the water. And that's why the DNR is offering some tips to stay safe. According to the DNR, there were 28 boating fatalities last year. All but one of them were directly related to a lack of life jackets. To avoid any boating accidents, the DNR recommends having a designated driver, using boat lights, being patient on congested waterways, and always being mindful of high water.
The water is public, and everyone has equal right to use our waterways, but we have to treat each other with respect. Use ethical practices. I mean, if you are wakeboarding, wake surfing, just be mindful that there are other people out there.
The DNR says on average there are 100 boating accidents a year, but being safety aware can help prevent them. Not as many people will be firing up the grill, apparently, this 4th of July holiday. The grill business saw huge sales during the pandemic, but inflated meat prices are making consumers think twice. People are still grilling, obviously, just not buying new ones. According to the Hearth Patio and Barbecue Association, 80% of U.S. homeowners owned a grill or a smoker last year. That's up from 64% in 2020. 2019. Experts say those grills will reach the end of their life cycle next year, and sales should pick up then. You were just telling me, Alex, if you hear my stomach growling, that didn't help, I'm sure.
No, I need to have a snack. I apologize to Southern Wisconsin if you can hear my stomach growling here after that story. Good news is, if you want to do any grilling tonight, it's a beautiful night for it. Temperatures in the upper 60s to the lower 70s. A calm night tonight. This time tomorrow night won't be calm because we'll have showers and thunderstorms breaking out as early as 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. By the time you join Savannah in the morning at 6 o'clock, we could be looking at some thunderstorms right here in Madison. Now, again, it's going to be a beautiful evening tonight, but we have alert day conditions expected overnight tonight, wee hours of the morning lasting through your Tuesday night. Confidence has built here in the First Warn Weather Team that heavy rain could cause some problems in southern Wisconsin. The strong storm threat is there, but that's not the widespread part of our alert day confidence here. It's the heavy rain that we need to track. Widespread rain Tuesday going into Tuesday night. Beautiful night for concerts on the square. Heads up on that before more shower and storm chances increase 4th of July and then again later in the upcoming weekend. So that on and off cyclical pattern of rain, and some of it could be heavy, continues across southern Wisconsin. We have some showers and a clap or two of thunder out over portions of central Iowa, and this weather system will get its act together and move towards the east with a few showers out towards La Crosse, Viroqua, north and west of Richland Center, west of Camp Douglas by the time we get to midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Then at 2 o'clock, more widespread showers and storms moving in out of southeastern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa, into Crawford and Vernon counties, west of Richland Center, rapidly spreading towards the east, stretching along I-39 and to the west at 6 o'clock in the morning. Where you see the yellows and oranges, we could be looking at some embedded thunderstorms. Not expecting severe weather as we go into Tuesday morning, but later Tuesday, after widespread showers and storms move on out, if we can get a little brief break, and I mention that all the time, that conditional part of severe weather forecasting is if you can get some dry time, if we can heat up, we might see an isolated strong storm or two on Wednesday. But it's the heavy rain threat that has the greatest attention of the First Warn Weather Team. Could be looking at area setting up across southern Wisconsin where we get a couple of repeated lines of thunderstorms, and that could cause, as I mentioned, some localized flooding concerns. Good news is that rainfall event, 24 hours, it's out of here by the time we get into Wednesday for a little dry time. Widespread 1 to 3 inches, all of southern Wisconsin, but wherever this band potentially sets up, and it could be a little bit north or south of where it's currently stretching to set up here according to Future Track over southwest into south central Wisconsin, could be looking at 3 or more inches of rain in those isolated spots. I mentioned the severe weather threat is low. Gusty winds would be the main threat if 1 or 2 of those storms could get on the stronger side. Let's break that down. A lot of information. We know flooding is going on in southern Wisconsin, and we have wet soils. 1 to 3 inches of rain over the course of 24 hours is why we have alert day conditions highlighted for southern Wisconsin, and that severe weather threat is low. Following alert day Tuesday, we'll be keeping an eye out for the potential for a repeat and perhaps alert day conditions for the 4th of July. Not expecting all day washouts, but some heavy rainfall is a possibility Thursday and Friday, and then again late in the upcoming weekend.
And coming up in sports, Paris bound, what it means to Phoebe Bacon to be a 2-time Olympian. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since the Grace Supportive Care came to see me. They're taking the time to listen and talk about options for feeling better.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
It's Red, White, and Bargains during Hy-Vee's 4-day sale this Monday through Thursday. 6-pack bottles of Pepsi products, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. Whole seedless watermelon, just $3.98 each. Fresh ground chuck, just $3.98 a pound. Ritz crackers or Chips Ahoy cookies, just $1.99. Our special recipe brats or patties, 10 for just $10. And Lay's kettle-cooked rolled gold or munchies, just $1.99 each when you buy 4. Monday through Thursday, only at Hy-Vee.
My husband and I finally agreed that we need a new bathtub and shower, so he went right to work on it. he's procrastinating.
For a new bathtub or shower, just call 1-800-HANSON's. Installed in as little as 1 day with optional safety features and a no-leak guarantee. Get 60% off installation or no interest and no payments for 1 year. Offer ends soon.
Call 1-800-HANSON's. Get it done.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello permanent fat removal and get summer body ready in just 1 visit.
I saw the results immediately.
It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all.
And my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me.
I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The count of Badgers heading to the Olympics is up over 10 now. One of those athletes competing on the world stage in Paris is Phoebe Bacon. The Wisconsin swimmer secured her spot thanks to a second-place finish in the 200 backstroke. And even though it's been a little over a week since it happened, it's still hard for her to put into words what qualifying for the games a second time means.
Making it two times just makes it that much more crazy. Team USA and the USA is fast at swimming. We are good, and it still hasn't fully set in with me what making the Olympics 2 times kind of really means.
And we'll have more on Phoebe's trip to Paris coming up tomorrow. Well, it's safe to say AmFam Field will now be referred to as Am Slam Field, and because the Brewers have hit 5 grand slams in the last 8 games. And they've added some more power into that lineup. Garrett Mitchell is officially back with the crew tonight. The Brewers outfielder spent the last 3 months on the 60-day injured list, recovering from a fractured finger. Well, after not making any moves on day 1 of the NBA's free agency period, the Bucks made a couple on day 2. First signing DeLon Wright to a 1-year deal worth $3.3 million. Wright spent time with the Wizards and Heat last year, averaging 4.5 points per game. They also added Stanley Amude from the Pistons on a 2-way deal. And Luke Fickell has done it again, adding another big-time recruit to his roster with the addition of Hardy Watts. The 4-star offensive lineman chose Wisconsin over Bama, Clemson, Michigan, and a handful of other programs. He's tabbed as the 16th rated offensive line recruit in the nation in the 2025 class.
That's exciting, very exciting. And you might need to grab an umbrella tomorrow morning when you're heading out, right?
An umbrella and galoshes tomorrow. We got plenty of heavy rain on the way to southern Wisconsin. Could be looking at 1 to 3 inches by the time we get to Wednesday morning, and more rain by the 4th of July and the weekend.
Take the dog for an extra long walk tonight. See you at 10.